Jeff McNeil, the Houston Herald, joined by Lady Tigers coach Jim Moore. The Tigers win tonight inside of Hyatt Gymnasium, 47-38 against Salem. Coach, you trailed 12-2 early, only had 2 first-quarter points, and turned this thing around. How'd you guys do it?
Well, we stay patient. I really thought that we were a little intimidated with their size in the first half. We were getting good looks, but they were sitting their 6'3" post player right in front of the rim and wasn't moving her, and then matching up with everybody else. And so we were running a little dribble weave, and we were doing a good job of getting the ball in the paint and getting some decent looks. But I thought that we were maybe getting a little bit too deep, and she was able to affect things for us. But even with that, we missed some easy shots and missed some open looks from the outside in the first half. Second half, I talked at halftime about pulling up just a little bit earlier, not being scared of her. It's one thing to say it, but it's another thing to do it. They were trying to convince themselves for the last 2 days that they weren't going to be intimidated, but I think it took until the second half to realize that she was human and puts her shorts on one leg at a time like we do. We had more of the same in the second half on the offensive end as far as ball movement goes and attacking, but we were able to knock some shots down. And whenever that happens, it makes everything go a little bit easier. We also picked the pressure up full court a little bit in a press and turned them over a few times and got some buckets out of that. And once we finally caught back up to them, our confidence really grew, and I'm just proud of the girls for hanging in there. Their defensive effort all night long was good, even in the first half. Whenever things were tough offensively, our defense was keeping us around, and that's what it's going to take. There's no excuse not to ever play defense, and I think the girls are figuring that out.
I thought your full court pressure really caused them a lot of problems tonight, Coach. They've got a ton of size. We were undersized out there, but at the same time we played hard. Disrupted them with their trying to advance the ball, and I thought your full court pressure was a key to getting this thing turned around tonight.
Yeah, I absolutely agree with that. And we actually went to a press that we don't practice a whole lot. We ran it a lot last year, but we haven't seen it a lot this year. But the girls did a really good job of executing, getting traps, and reading. And that's something we have been doing all year. And whatever kind of pressure we've been doing, we've been talking about setting a good trap and then reading eyes and shoulders. And the girls adjusted to it real well, turned them over, and like you said, it was really a key for us to get back in this game. And what I really liked is we just didn't settle to be back in it. Then we started accelerating and kind of pulled away.
And I thought your girls battled on the boards tonight. Gave up some offensive rebounds. And a coach's job is to never be fully satisfied about rebounding. But
right.
Looking at their size, I thought we really competed on the boards tonight.
I agree. We talk about doing 2 things every night, guarding and rebounding. Rebounding is so super important, especially like you say, they had us outsized tonight. You've really got to put your rear end in somebody, make contact, push them back, and then battle. That rebounding is just effort, and I think that our girls did a pretty good job tonight. We did give up a couple of offensive putbacks. One late I can really remember. Whenever we were about to seal the game, we can't do that. But for the most part, I remember a couple of rebounding possessions where it actually hits the floor before we went and got it. That tells you that we're engaged and walked into trying to do our job to block our man out.
23 points tonight for Caitlin Root. Let's talk a little about her game before we talk about the other girls. So versatile with the way she can handle the ball, and we saw tonight some of what we saw the other night where you give the ball to her on the wing and let her just beat her defender off the dribble, and she's so difficult to guard in that manner, and I thought tonight had a lot of success doing that, and of course that's what you guys were running with your sets.
Absolutely. She's a matchup nightmare for other teams, because if you want to put a guard on her, we're going to post you up, and you want to put a post player on her, then we're going to try to spread you out and let her create. And I tell you what, it's been about probably 3 weeks now. She's really taken her game to another level. Yeah. She's starting to understand just maybe how good she is. The thing is that she still has room for improvement. That's scary, but I'm hoping that she finds that in the next couple weeks, because right now she's hard to handle. And I'm really proud of how she's playing, and she's also getting her teammates involved.
Right.
She's not selfish with the ball whatsoever. Sometimes I think she's too unselfish, but yeah, she'll look and find her open teammate and make the pass that she's supposed to. But her confidence is skyrocketing on her shot, and that's good to see.
almost had 3 in double figures tonight. Chloe Huntington hits 3 3-pointers, ends up with 10. Allie Morgan gets 9, and that's the type of balance that you guys need, especially from that perimeter, right?
Yeah, most definitely. Other people's going to have to hit shots, and that's what we were unable to do on Monday night here against Willow. We didn't really have that balanced scoring, so it's good to see. It's good to see these numbers tonight, and that's what we're capable of, and that's what we're going to have if we're going to be successful down the stretch. And I really do look for that to happen. And I do want to mention we were really concentrating on 25 for them. Obviously, the blue girl, she's such a good player, but our goal was to keep her under 10 points, and I see that she had 9 here.
Yep.
And the girls reminded me of that in the locker room as soon as I got in there. So that makes me happy that they're buying into doing the things that we're supposed to do to win, and they got it done tonight, and that was a great team effort.
Third conference game of the week tomorrow night, back-to-back nights. You've got Ava here for Hoop Queen. You're the third game in a triple header, so a little different start and a little different layout to the night, but just talk about your thoughts on playing Ava tomorrow night in back-to-back conference games, and just how you feel about your team going into that matchup.
Well, I hope we get a good night's sleep tonight, and I hoop we are able to handle the hoopla of Hoop Queen. Girls sometimes get wrapped up in that. We've got 3 girls that are going to be in the court, 1 the returning queen and 2 candidates, so we're going to have to handle that, the distractions, and somehow as soon as that ceremony's over, get focused and get ready to go. But it's an important ball game for us. Not only is it conference, but it has district seed implications.
Right.
And I expect us to be ready to go. We're playing pretty well right now. I expect that to continue. But Ava's not a bad team. They're going to come in. They're going to scrap. We're going to have to play well. But I fully expect us to do that.
Win number 8 on the season. Congratulations, Coach, and we'll see you tomorrow night.
All right, thanks. I appreciate it.
That's going to do it. Appreciate Coach Moore joining us tonight, and thanks for everybody for watching. We'll be
Our
back
special
tomorrow
today
night
is a seared ahi tuna, and I'll be right back to take your order.
Ava.